Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Paper Everyone Gaming here. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we have episode number 2 of our 0 overall rebuild here with the New York Giants. If you guys need a little bit of refreshers, I guess refresher, not refreshers, refresher on the rules. There you go. It's right there. It's on the screen, as you can see. So yeah, episode number 2. We get through season 2 and season 3. And then after this one, we'll go ahead and start playing here, because as you will see at the very end of the video, why we're kind of going to be start playing here fairly soon. So yeah, I'm kind of really excited for that. Of course, this year nothing really happened. We went 0-17, so not really surprised there at all. Just take a look around. Nothing really was like the best at all. Nothing really to write home about other than getting a star tackle and a star free safety. So in free agency, we decided to beef up the defensive line. I was kind of taking a look around, kind of seeing what there is. And Matabuke, I always try to say his name. I'm terrible with names, so I do apologize if I mispronounce the name. But he was our pick in free agency, so we decided to go ahead and beef up that defensive line along with Derek Nottie from last season. So we were solid there. Yeah. Anywho. So solid pickup for the defensive line. As you can see, I'm kind of doing this on the fly. I don't have like any notes in front of me. So other than that, we're sitting pretty good with the defensive line with a defensive tackle and a left end. Bowers does go to a superstar, but he does lose that in the offseason, which was unfortunate for us, but we decided to move on and continue with the rebuild. So now going into the draft, of course, we have the first overall pick. So, of course, we decided to trade back with the Eagles, getting a fourth overall, third, and a 7th rounder as well in this draft. So help us beef up the, team a little bit more. Of course, we had Dupree go number 1. Mason James goes number 2, and then Allen Hill, I think that's Allen Hill, went to the Vikings. So at number 4, I was thinking Donnelly here for some reason, but we end up deciding not to go with them. The quarterbacks went really good in this one, so we end up deciding to trade back another spot. So we end up going with the New England Patriots. Again, getting a 5th round pick, the 3rd round next year, and a 5th rounder for this year. I know I just kind of going through what I kind of wanted to do here. We end up deciding to go with New England's here, getting a 5th round, the 5th overall. So just going back one spot, picking up a 3rd for next year and a 5th for this year. So again, one spot. They go with the left end of Junior Tompkins. That's not who we're going to pick at all. So that kind of helps us out. Again, Philip Donnelly, not really going to. I was actually thinking a couple people here, but Philip Donnelly, again, quarterbacks were not good in this draft class. So we decided to pass on a top 5 pick of one. So we end up deciding to go with my man, Robbie Robertson. This man was insane. 4.5 340, so not the fastest. Again, A to C for pretty much everything. C, catching traffic. A, medium route. A, spec catch. B, short route. C, juke move. Has A to C in mostly everything. We take him. He's a 22, hidden development, 89 speed, 90 acceleration, 89 change of direction, 91 jumping, and 91 agility. His strength was 66, so we're very, very close to a nice strength. Now after that, we go ahead and go to our first second round pick here. And, of course, it still doesn't show who we drafted, which I'm kind of upset with, but we did draft our first wide receiver. I decided we need to still beef up the offensive line. We go Darrell Davis. He's just a normal guard, which is fine. We need bodies up in the front. We didn't have We just had the one or the two offensive linemen technically. We needed more. So now our second round pick here in this first draft. We, of course, gonna need everything here. So pretty much anything was up for grabs here. And there was pretty much, I almost saw nothing here. We decided to take Drew Gentry, who was just an insane blocker. With A to C run block, we take him. He is also hidden development, so we get a hidden development center. So that's already 2 hidden developments already in this draft. And I'm going to tell you this right now. This draft was insane with how many hiddens we got, and you'll see how many stuff we get here. Pick number 3 in the third round. Again, we really need anything. So we still haven't picked a quarterback, but a lot of them were day 3s, undrafted. So I was thinking, you know what? We could always go an undrafted quarterback. We should be fine. Yeah, literally everyone was the undrafted free agent, other than maybe 2 guys, and that was Austin Chamberlain and another guy as well. So I was thinking, you know what? We really don't have much on the defensive side, so let's get the defense here. Thinking about Culliver, but ended up not going. I didn't really like his man or zone here with both of them having D in there, which that sounds weird as soon as I say that, and we're just going to move on. I do know we did not need a free safety. We did need a strong safety, however. But again, just kind of looking around, figuring out what we need. We move up. Guy named Kasich Gilmore, wide receiver. Not good release, but good break tackle, good medium route. Decent with pretty much anything. Ran a 4.48 as well. Here's only normal development, but 91 speed, 90 acceleration, 89 agility, 81 jumping. Not too bad. So now moving on to the second third-round pick that we have, since we got that from the Patriots earlier on. I guess it would be from the Eagles. The Eagles, I do apologize. We got that from the Eagles. Devontae Drake, best guy left on the board. I guess number 1 guy on the board as soon as we pick him here. Not the fastest middle linebacker at all. Only 4.6. Not great anywhere. We decided to take him. We needed a middle linebacker. We run a 3-4. We're going to need him anyways. So if not, down the road, he's going to be a depth piece for us. Now getting to our third round pick, technically. Pick number 19 in the third round. We had a bunch of picks in this draft. We actually didn't have a halfback, so Mitch Lowell is our guy. Break tackle. Carrying was a C. That kind of, I thought about not taking him here with that carrying being kind of middle of the pack. But again, was a hidden development. He's 24 though, so he's a little bit on the higher end of the age. He is from USC. 88 speed, 90 acceleration, 92 agility, so not too bad. Now getting into the 4th round. After this, we only had a couple more picks. I think we just had 4 left over because we did ended up getting a 7th rounder. In the 4th round, we decided to take another wide receiver, David Pierce. His release was awful, which I did not look at that until now, but he had C catching. Again, kind of just messing up there, going up. But we do end up taking David Pierce, 23 normal, 93 speed, 91 acceleration. It's probably one of the best speeds we had for wide receivers. But again, the release was just a little bit too low for my liking. Again, if not, he is the depth piece for us down the road. 5th round. Of course, we had a couple 5th round picks here. Since the one we got from the Patriots. So again, with a 5th round selection, we need an outside linebacker. Well, again, we need pretty much anything at this point. We go ahead and take Zeke Kelly, right outside linebacker, 85 speed, 89 acceleration, and a normal development. So, again, for something that we had 12 overall at, he's already an upgrade. And we move on to the next upgrade. So again, 3 5th round picks in this draft class. Or I guess in this draft, not draft class, but in this draft. And we're going to take another. Well, I guess maybe not. We do take a corner here of Joey James. Normal development. He is 22, 91 speed, 90 acceleration. We need a corner. Again, he's an upgrade to what we already have. And then in the next selection here, in the 5th round, with pick number 13, with our 5th round pick here, we decide to take, drumroll please, Jeremy Washington. Now, you guys are probably thinking again, Bigfoot, you haven't drafted a quarterback yet. You need a quarterback to throw these wide receivers. We'll get to there in just a second. Going to the 5th round, going to the 6th round. I think we have 3 picks left. Of course, we can't see that, and I don't know why we can't. Again, I was actually thinking Max Steffa here. I don't know why. He's a scrambling quarterback. Decent short accuracy as well. He can't throw the deep ball. That's the only problem. And we actually do go Max Steffa. There you go. There's your quarterback here. The 6th round, we get a quarterback. Of course, he's going to have no help. But you know what? He's a scrambling quarterback. He can run. But starting off the 7th round draft, or the 7th rounder, Glenn Greer caught my eye for that beat catching. Again, not good release, not good deep route, but we take up, and he's a hidden development. 88 speed, 93 acceleration, 90 agility, 88 change of direction, and 85 jumping. So 7th round draft pick, and he is a hidden development, which was insane. We pick over 13 players in this draft, and that sped up this whole rebuild. This halfback was not bad at all. He was a power back. That's the only problem. That's why I didn't take him. But again, just kind of looking around. Again, we pretty much need anything. I was tempted on taking that corner, but with that F man coverage, I like running a little bit of man and zone both. So we need kind of people that, do both well. Again, just kind of looking around. Whatever we need to do. We decide to take a backup defensive tackle of Brent Madsen. We just kind of needed him just for the depth piece anyways. And that ends this draft for us. And it's an insane draft. A bunch of hidden development. We go from a 19 overall to a 60 in one draft, which is just insane. Of course, Robbie Robertson, 70 overall, hidden development, 22 years old, out of UCLA. And then here's his, I guess I don't go through his ratings, but Darrell Davis, 73 overall, right guard, helps out the right side of the line. He's a normal development, which does kind of suck, but other than that, we need an offensive lineman. We actually do go into Robbie Robertson's here. 89 speed, 9 acceleration, 86 catching, 91 agility, 91 jumping. He has 99 injury. So when we do turn injuries on, that'd be very good. Gentry was the other hidden development. There's a lot of hidden developments in this draft class, for this draft class for us. But we definitely very help out this team, especially on defense and on offense, with a defensive tackle, middle linebacker, corner, outside linebacker, and of course getting a right guard and center. We just tried to take a look to see if there was any, the best player there, and we did take him with the 5th pick in the 1st round. Of course, there's a couple others. There's a left guard. There's a wide receiver in the 4th round. That was a 74. A couple of 6th-rounder guys as well were 74s, which just a 5th round right guard was a 75. It was just an insane draft. Like a very, very good draft for us and just overall. We're also kind of looking around to see if there's any generational talent that was there. I forgot I need to move Darren Manning as soon as we got him to be our last year's center. We decided to move him to left guard just because to finish out the line. So now offensive line is done. We have the right tackle. We have a good center. We now have 2 hidden development wide receivers. We have a hidden development halfback. Of course, Bowers does lose his superstar superstar development here in this offseason. But other than that, that's the only difference there. So the, I guess, undrafted free agent that we go ahead and grab is our guy, Chris McBean. And let me tell you, Chris McBean was not the move. But he was an undrafted free agent, so I'm not really going to expect anything. I'm not going to expect the world. Now, ending season 3, we were at 63 overall. And as you can see, we won a football game. We somehow, some way, won 24-21 against the Buccaneers, getting 364 yards of offense there, 362, passed for 315. We had 20 first downs, and with including 2 turnovers. And like Stefo popped off, going 2 for 2 with touchdowns to interceptions. Mitch Lowell with 51 rushing yards, but David Pierce with 105 receiving yards with 7 catches. We're not going to go through sacks. Jimmy Washington led with 11 tackles. Victor McCoy had the interception. And Casey Boss had a field goal and had 3 extra points. So, again, somehow we won. Don't ask me how. But 30 passing touchdowns, almost 5,000 yards for Max Steffa in his rookie season as a 6th-round draft pick is just in like a great stuff that we had from him. 30 touchdowns, 24 interceptions. That was going to be normal, but over 600 passing attempts, which is just crazy. 670 yards for Lowell, 4 rushing touchdowns. Robertson and Gilmore both had 1,000 yards receiving, with Gilmore getting the more touchdowns compared to Robertson. David Pierce actually did pretty well as well. Almost 1,000 yards, just missed it by 51 yards. And then, of course, Glenn Gleer was, the 4th. Zeke Kelly led the team in tackles with 144 with 9 for a loss. And then Washington was number 2 with 119. And then Bowers was 90. Justin, again, Matabuke led the team in sacks with 7.5. Phillips had 4.5. And then Rick Miles had 1. We also had a couple people with 1. Victor McCoy led the team with interception. We only had 4, which does kind of suck. But Devontae Drake getting 1 in his rookie season as well. I don't think we had any defensive touchdowns, but I always just like to check. Yeah, we did not have any defensive touchdowns. We did get a safety with Rick Miles, though. We did get a safety with Rick Miles. So that was nice. Moving on now to the free agent. So free agency, we kind of took a look around here. I really wanted Jeff Okudah. Again, fairly young. We needed a corner. He'd be our number 1. Didn't really want to come here, but we did try it anyways. See if he, got lucky enough to, sign with the team. Unfortunately, this was the first year that we did not get that to happen. So we decided to go after another free agent. I just wanted to see if he did sign. He did not. And he ended up signing with the... He signing with the Texans, which is probably a better option. We're still not going to be in contention for a very long time. But just going through here, again, we needed a corner. I know I needed a corner. Just kind of taking like the first person, that wants to come to the squad. And even Ambry Thomas did not want to come here, but we gave him a very player-friendly deal. Really only wanted to give him an offer. And that's who we end up getting to upgrade our secondary. So again, 75 overall offense, 70 overall defense. We actually put them up 4 spots with just that one. So we go from 70 overall to 74. 75 offense, 74 defense, 74 overall. Now, of course, again, number 1 overall draft pick. We went 1-16. So kind of going through. I really want to take the Texans, but we actually do take the Texans. I forgot this was 2025 there for a second. But we do end up taking the Texans. We just go one back, get an extra couple picks. They take Larry Gregory. And again, we decide to trade the number 2 overall pick. Again, just to get some more draft picks on there. Just kind of going through, kind of seeing what we can get. Of course, half the time our 2 first-round picks are going to be late. But again, with Philadelphia, they offer 4 spots back and a lot of picks. Of course, I was about to take Kansas City because I'm a homer. But we actually just end up making the selection here in the first round at pick number 2. There's a bunch of people here that we definitely wanted. We actually end up taking a better tight end. He had A, catching traffic, A, catching, A, deep route. Again, hidden development, 21 years old out of Ole Miss, 87 speed, 87 acceleration for the first draft pick here in season. I guess this technically would be season 3 draft in 2025. Now in the second round, here, of course, we needed everything again. Just kind of taking best available when we can. It's actually really interesting, that right tackle, but we already had offensive line set. Of course, we could upgrade it later on down the road, yes. Daniel Rivers kind of caught my eye a little bit. 4.37 on his 40. Not the quickest, but, you know, not too bad. He actually did not upgrade his broad jump. But B to D caching, not too bad. We end up taking him. He's normal dev, 92 speed, 93 acceleration. And now upgrade corners again. If he's not, he's just a depth piece as well. So just upgrading the depth of where we need. So now we have 2 third-round picks here. The first pick, again, we've focused a lot on defense. This time, I wanted to upgrade the quarterback position. And Matt Halen is a hidden development. So we take back-to-back years. We take quarterbacks 1 the 6th round, 1 the 3rd round. And Matt Halen, the quarterback out of Nebraska, is going to be our guy moving forward. And, yeah. So, now, second pick here in the 3rd round. We need a right end. Desperately. So, we just went best available. Charles Lawson, welcome to the squad. 23 overall, or 23 years old. Normal development. I just need a right end. I needed someone there. Move on to the 4th round pick. We kind of started making just a lot of picks here just to get depth everywhere, upgrade stuff where we need to, and moving on. We decided to take Jeremy Pippen. Again, mostly a power back. He's going to be our 3rd down back if needed. More than likely, we're going to need him a lot. Broad jump wasn't that great. Normal development, 21 out of Nevada, 88 speed. Again, he's a power back. I just need him to get those 2-3 yards and do his thing. Now, I know we need to back up offensive lineman. So we took Cunningham. Why? I don't know. We take he's 22 years out of Georgia, also 69 speed. Nice. So, moving on to the 5th round pick. I guess this would be the 4th. Sorry, I cannot see apparently. This is the 5th round. Never mind. I literally just can't see. Again, we needed some backup offensive linemen just in case we need like a swing tackle. We ended up taking David Branson. Of course, injuries are still up, but we will be turning them on once we get all the 0 overalls out. So, getting some backup offensive linemen ain't too bad. So, the 6th round selection here in Season 3 is going to be a backup corner of Anthony Johnson. 22-year-olds out of Florida, normal development. Again, not too shabby. Not too shabby. So the final pick here in Season 3, not much stuff happened in Season 3 compared to Season 2. But we ended up taking this middle linebacker of Josh Mayo. 89 speed, 89 excel. Not the best, middle linebacker, but we ended up taking him anyways. Let's see what he can do in this next season. So not much happening really there. We just move back up to a 75. Of course, we need to upgrade our players, so we do that. But checking out the draft recap here. This draft wasn't as good as the last one. 75 overall for David Carson, but he is a hidden development. Holden was a 69 overall. Daniel Rivers, 73 overall as well. But Matt Halen, hidden development. We need to figure out what he is. Mostly depth pieces a lot. We also got some 68, 69s. Then take a look at see if there was any generational talent at all. We had one on Twitch, actually, in the first draft we had. But there wasn't really anyone here. D'Angelo NTN was a decent guy. A lot of, 75s in this draft class. A bunch of them. Bunch of 75, 74s. So nothing really to write home about. And now we move on to figure out who. So now it's time to figure out who our undrafted free agents are going to be, and it's going to be the strong safety of Gerald Hamilton. We need a backup strong safety. So this whole last season was trying to build up the depth of this team with the 12 overalls. Now hopefully finally filling themselves, or I guess not fitting. Rewind. Finally, getting them out of the lineup. Of course, Matt Halen's now going to be our number one starter. We now have two decent tight ends. Halfbacks, not really looking pretty. Robertson was a superstar X Factor. He went actually down to a superstar. We did get Carson now as a hidden development. So that was kind of nice. So we now have, pretty decent wide receivers. At least 5 decent wide receivers. Offensive line is still set in stone. Of course, we definitely need to upgrade those whenever possible. Again, 2 tight ends now of Carson. We also have Superstar X Factor Bauer, so he actually went up to a Superstar X Factor. But Brent Mason, 62 overall. 89 strength. Nothing, again, really to write home about there. I was actually making sure that we did have this guy drafted. It was the 7th round draft pick. I just totally forgot. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Guys, again, want to leave anything down in the comment section below. Let me know if you guys want to see any challenges or anything like that, especially during the games now, because next episode we'll be playing games, finally, and testing out this new squad. So, anyways, hope I see you guys in the next video. We'll be playing games. You guys are going to see me be trash. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Anyways, I'm out. Peace.